Thank you, Dory. Primetime hoops tonight in Baton Rouge and inside the Maravich Center. You said it's second meeting of the season between these 25th ranked Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Any given night, 9 20-point games this season. The latest about a week and a half ago against Auburn when he went for 24. And you're right, Ole Miss did a good job containing him in the first meeting in early January. So LSU is hoping that its fortune flips today. This is Corey Chess, their very hard-working freshman. Misses that one, falling away from the basket. And Ole Miss now for the first time into the front court. There are a handful of 1,000-point scorers in that group. Everybody is senior outside of Malik Dia. He is the baby of the group as a junior. Dre Davis, baseline drive, cut off by Chess. Davis working hard. That fall away is in his
little team. They're all on the same page as far as rotations. Their communication defensively is top-notch.
And they are humming this week particularly. There's another turnover. Jordan Sears to the rim. Couldn't stuff it. Cam Carter, though, does have the first basket for LSU. So that's a couple of nice defensive plays for Sears in the half court.
Yeah, we're raving about Ole Miss defense, but LSU is very sneaky defensively.
Well, they've got great rim protection. By the way, they're going to say that's a goaltend and hit the backboard. So count the basket. Here was the steal, Joe.
But again, the casual pass, not enough separation with Padula. A lot of dribbling up top without any movement. But good follow there by Carter, staying with the play. Not sure that you can. Yeah,
that hit the board, yeah.
But this is what Ole Miss does. They are a very good shot blocking team, especially from the help side and from behind. You think you're going in
sequence here for Ole Miss's productive playmaker.
Played at Virginia Tech, but I mean, he is a baller. Padula can really play. You'll see him play at both ends of the floor, tough as nails.
He'll be the most productive newcomer in the SEC. More on that as the show plays out here. Collins underneath, draws the foul, and so LSU
to have any success against him. If those two guys get going, it can really, as LSU has really struggled with that throughout the season. It's
do a brilliant job at pressuring, turning over their opponents, so something is going to give today. This is Padula, playing off the 2 feet, finds Davis to bring Jamin Brakefield, and he gets that one to go.
Just share the ball.
Making the right play. They led them to quite a bit of success. Barnes wants 3, can't hit it.
Yeah, but again, they do a great job of sharing the ball. They're really noted for their defense, how they can grind you and fight you. As Miller makes a nice move, the young fella gets to the hole.
A big drop-off at all in terms of production and efficiency from non-conference to SEC play. And you can see Ole Miss 6-4 start in SEC play. Boy, Brakefield to Murray, count the basket. Very fluid, very rhythmic.
Stick. And I think that's the thing that all us old timers like. You like to see the ball moving and popping. Even if you're dribbling, be going somewhere.
Out. There's Curtis Givens on the attack, lays it up and in.
Last 2 possessions, LSU, the 2 young guys getting all the way to the rim. That's a good sign.
The 2 rookies, previously Miller, this time Givens. So it may take perhaps a double-figure performance from one of those 2 today. There's Murray for 3 Tuesday. Carter, ball fake, has to give it up. Givens, a deep one, straight on 3 is long. And now Matt Morrell is on the move. Morrell gathers, foul, and so he heads to the line. Well, they've made 4 shots. They've assisted on 3 of those makes, so they're dealing with lower body leg injuries really for the last month and a half. The all-conference veteran, also a fine on-ball defender here. That time did some nice work on Carter. Collins now, defender Gamble. Collins goes up with the left, scores it.
Yeah, ill-advised gamble by Dia, and then Collins
by 3. Second meeting between these 2 teams. Ole Miss won the first a month ago. Davis offline of a 3. Brakefield goes up, got it.
Again, the veteran player getting in there, getting his body, getting positioning, reading it, and snatching it with two hands, going up strong with a good finish.
Well, he has been really productive of late, coming off the bench this season for Ole Miss. This is Collins starting to go to work, puts it up with the right chest, taps it back in. You take, I wouldn't say the bad boy Pistons.
Yes.
You got to turn the page quickly, though, is the point that you're trying to make there, right?
And I think the maturity thing that we talk about as the bank is open here for Mike Williams.
Back down to Morrell. And so LSU now is trying to turn some of those offensive makes and catalyze the defense on this end of the floor. That ball ricochets to Davis. He spins. Davis around the rim. That's a nifty finish.
Like that guy. He's long. He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. He can give you a little bit of everything on the defensive end. He's good with his length and the switches. And on our offensive end, he's a good driver, good ball handler, sneaky good three-point shooter.
Yeah, averaging about 10 a game. 16 up, approaching the halfway mark.
And I like this. I like him in the game because as we've talked, I think that I like seeing him on the floor.
Well, LSU has got production from Ole Miss, 6 out of 12 from the field on this end of the floor. Bounce pass, Davis from 8, yes.
Again, when it all goes in.
Team is scoring on any given night. A lot of teams think they have that. I think LSU, or rather Ole Miss, really does have that in its formula. Nice bounce pass to Collins. Collins puts it in. And so you see just play the numbers. Davis, not that time. And so another rebound down to Corey Chest, who's top 10 in the league in rebounding. See if Damian Collins can stretch it, and he's never been a reliable three-point shooter. Chest draws the foul. Air of the basketball today.
I mean, it's been a bugaboo at this point.
Well, you don't want those turnovers mean you don't get a shot, you don't even get a look, like one here from Robert Miller. They are also having some early success.
And a guy just whips you when you have the inside position and take it
at the line. So Miller, freshman from Houston, who is in
tough LSU defense early on. Very impressed with the effort of LSU.
Yeah, especially on this end of the floor, to your point. So they have held Ole Miss to 1 of 5 shooting from distance. Transition 3 for Carter.
There's some tough shot taker and the tough shot maker. Man, that was tough. That guy was all over him. Just arched it right over the top.
It's their first 3 of the evening after starting. They get their second after starting 1 of 9. Padula answers for 3.
I think when LSU can get a little bit of stuff in transition, it frees up Carter's ability to play a little more one-on-one. And again, you don't want to play against a set 5 with Ole Miss.
LSU back-to-back from distance. Jai Bates on that end, or maybe turnovers into points on this end. Miller was calling for it.
Just when you can do that, Kevin, it just takes so much pressure off of you offensively.
Robert Trades Green, the freshman.
He is not, Coach McMahon has not lost his team.
No.
His team was engaged. They were enthusiastic. That's hard to do when you're struggling like they have been.
Green attacks and scores. So the really impactful run here in the first. It's an 8-point advantage for LSU. 5:25 to go in the first. This is Barnes underneath. Barnes with his first bucket. David Barnes, one of the several seniors that come off the bench. He's been a very dependable role player this season. Green, very aggressive, blocked. And he gets fouled by Davis. So December for Trades Green. He's playing Baylor in the Texas Bowl. Just some more presence inside as they continue to play without their big man Jalen Reed, lost for the season in December. Here's Davis, the spin, boy, that is in his bag, and he's got another.
Just crafty, just a veteran crafty move, under control.
Cam Carter, other end. This is Collins. Collins, the throwdown, and And LSU is feasting. LSU, they are +6 in that category, so getting extra shots. And you're right, they're digging in defensively here in the half court.
Their ball pressure is very good.
Padula.
And not playing with flow. Make you eat up some clock, which they're doing.
Yep, 5 seconds to shoot. Carter behind the back. Carter! Oh, he couldn't do it. That time he had Padula on the ground on his backside there. They're going to whistle Jive Bailey. Flip their fortune here after 5 consecutive losses. And it's several. LSU's got contributions from a number of sources. Green wants 3 this time. Won't get it to go. There's a foul on Brakefield. And that's the second foul on.
A little bit late, you grab, you push, you hold. Brakefield gets caught.
In rebound margin, meaning just securing the defense. Taking it in strong, couldn't finish. Corey Chest with another rebound. That's his 5th. Sears back onto the floor. Inside to Collins. Throwdown! Damian Collins will not be denied in the.
Bothering Ole Miss and not letting them get any kind of rhythm offensively.
Padula steps back for 3. Sean Padula court down 5 after the miss with 1 minute to go in the first. Murray, little hesitation, had to pick up the dribble. Davis is open. That's a long 2, but connects.
I love it when guards go in there and they get fun.
And so it leads to the basket. Ole Miss was down by 8 a few moments ago, but then they hit back-to-back. Carter for 3. Oh, it's an off-balance triple, and he nails it.
And again, you got to look out, man, because this guy can get going. Again, that was not a poorly contested shot, but he can make those.
Carter with 8. That's his second triple.
A little zone by LSU to confuse Ole Miss right before the half.
So good shot making here. A flurry of makes before the break. Murray to Klafke. It was a good cut. Back out. Half a second. Blocked by Sears. A fine first half for LSU. They scored 39 and displayed some fine defense. And here's it before the timer goes off. So LSU picks up right where it left off at the end of the first half. That is back-to-back defensive stops. Remember the Sears block right as the timer expired. Sears for 3. Buries the step back. It's his first basket.
Might have got away with a little push off there, but the officials in the SEC are going to let you play. Now, if he starts making them look out.
And he needed it. You're right. His first basket. Took 2 shots in the first, missed them both. Matt Burrell.
He's going to let that one go.
You tell, you might be saying the younger sibling that time hit him like that.
Burrell, the 5th-year senior from Memphis. He has worn that Ole Miss jersey with a lot of pride. He hasn't hit a field goal today, but he's got the 4 points at the line.
He hadn't attempted a field goal, which is unheard of. He's been around Ole Miss so long, I think I played against him.
Sears is starting a dependable veteran. Matt McMahon and the staff, they had to go out and get some veterans in the portal. There is Matt Burrell's first field goal. Has it.
They're the leaders. Their energy, especially defensively, has been contagious in this game.
Murray has had a hard time on this end of the floor. This is Davis underneath. Very nimble around the rim. So back-to-back. LSU is led for the majority of this one. A few moments ago, led by double digits. They're trying to push that advantage back to 10+. This trip down the floor. Collins fouled, so he'll be back at the line. He's got the 7 rebounds now. He is their most effective rebounder.
Roller, he's got length, he's got bounce. That ball's, he can get him around.
Some encouraging halves, though, for LSU in these losses. Earlier today was one of them. Davis right to the rim. And so the activity, the energy level with the double figures. Carter turned in the corner, just a little out of control that time. Didn't have many options. Dia trying to get position underneath. Davis from 15, that's pure.
Veteran. Juju come.
I get my certificate now. I knew I should have done the degree. This is Barnes on the way in. Was able to keep the pivot foot. Let's see if Sears can turn it into 2 at the rim. He's got 8, Joe, in the second half after a scoreless first. Morrell spots up from distance. And that is a foul here. Sears and Dia, boy, they are jawing right now. And it was Jason Baker, offensive possession.
And what did I tell you when Padula took the charge down here? Big guys hate this right here. They hate little guys. You've been wrestling a bear all day. You've been wrestling.
Jason Baker was the one who got right in between both Dia and Sears. And Garrett. So there's the second free throw. Obviously, the officials agreed. And so that is why they only assessed the one F1, the flagrant one, to Sears, not Dia.
But you know what I like? I like the saltiness of LSU.
Tiptoes on the baseline. Got the bigger Miller on it. Brakefield with position for a moment. This is Davis going back to work. Davis fouled by Green. So he's at the line when
points and stuff. I mean, he takes good shots. All his shots are good. They're under control. He redoes exactly what Chris Beard loves to do. He takes what they give him. He plays with them.
So you start crunching all those numbers. Going back to your math, I'm going to give a mathematics lesson myself. I mean, he's first-year transfers. Is he the newcomer of the year in the SEC, if you want to call it that? Oh, late shot clock offense here. Wow, that is Curtis Givens. Little sigh of relief afterward. That's a big 3, making a long 2 for LSU.
Oh, good defensive effort by Ole Miss, and just outdone by a better shot at the end.
Davis blocked. Foul, though. There was a lot of body. So Davis been very productive as well. He scored 20 earlier this year against Louisville, so he's stuck. This is what they do best. Murray to Padula, sets it feet, lines it up. Tapped back by Davis. This is Brakefield. Rather, Davis has it. He gets fouled. Davis pulls it down amidst the crowd. Run now for Ole Miss. They were down 10. And now they are the most shots today for Ole Miss. Left the set. Got bumped that time by Givens. And now they improvise. Brakefield, a couple of jab steps. Brakefield, that is Damian Collins' 4th foul. You know, the crowd doesn't like it, but again, there's a little body. Jamin Brakefield, he has been an ambassador. Bulls still leading by 2.
Been really good with the turnovers here till about the last 4 minutes.
Only had 2 at the break. Givens to the corner. This is Carter. Puts it in. Big response for the Tigers.
Good one more by Givens. He has a good look. Gives him one more for a better look.
Now Jalen Murray answers with the leaner.
It's heating up in here, Kevin. He's starting to go up and down and get after it.
Both teams making plays on either side. 9 to play in this one. Corey Chest leaves it for Miller on the other side. Chest throws it down. Padula.
Great job by the big fella, sliding his feet and staying with the little guard.
Sears hesitated. This is Sears. Goes straight into Davis and draws the foul.
Going a little bit.
Jordan Sears playing with an edge this half.
All to do everything. They've really deferred tonight. They've trusted their teammates, and their teammates have delivered.
Collins, the biggest example. He's got 15, approaching his career high. There's a foul inside. That was Dia, who's in the mix again that time. Take perhaps. Now both teams have. The Tigers have been in front for the majority of this game. Jai Bailey going to work. Ball fake, puts it up and in. So a veteran move by the 5th-year senior to extend LSU. It's an uncharacteristic off night. He's 1 of 5 from the field, just the 6 points.
It's got a lot of tension from LSU's defense. Everything for him has been a struggle.
Jamin Brakefield with 7 to play. Chris Beard is leaving him in there.
Because LSU is playing really well.
They've got it after the miss. Robert Miller. Lob it up. Corey Chess couldn't quite handle it. Bailey, though, is there to recover. And so back-to-back for John. Their first ranked win of the season. After the miss, Corey Chess with another rebound. He's got 10. Look who's open. Miller fouled. Robert Miller is going to the line. Olms convert.
LSU's too betting to see if this plays into it down the stretch if Ole Miss starts fouling.
He has got that motor and effort and intensity, putting it to work today. Miller on the roll to Chess. How did he miss that one? So that is consecutive sequences where he loses the ball right at the rim. Missed another putback a couple of possessions ago. But LSU dodges another bullet. Boy, they have dodged a couple of bullets, Demons. This is one of the better free throw shooters in the SEC.
Down close, and Ole Miss has to start fouling Carter or Sears. That's not going to be a good recipe.
LSU has regained a double-digit advantage. For the second time tonight, they're up 10.
A little zone by LSU. Trying to get a little confusion by Ole Miss.
That's a foul on Chess. They're going to get him for the technical foul. So, by the way, let's take a peek at this note. LSU and productive day for Corey Chess. So this is the second time. So it comes at an inauspicious time for LSU. And so that was going to send Dre Davis to the line for 2. That's 3 fouls on Corey Chess. Boy, so that is as favorable with 20. So he ties his season high.
I think in that sequence you saw maturity versus immaturity.
Yep. 3 up in the air. Carter knocks it down.
You can't a team that's 1-9 in conference and struggled down the stretch finish the game.
This would be their best win, their first against a ranked opponent this year, if they can close it out. Sears throws it up. Sears is fouled. 3-50. A lot of folks might view it that way. Ole Miss been ranked there on a number of occasions. They have been in the fight. Today, they have hounded Ole Miss defensively, especially in this second half, holding the Rebels to 25% shooting from the floor. This is Matt Morrell, attacks and scores. So that erases LSU's up to 3. They're going to use some clock.
You can see they're going to try to double every now and then, get the ball out of the playmaker's hands, let other people hurt them. But again, when you do that, that guy comes through.
There is their prolific scorer, Cam Carter. Back in his home state, has got 16.
If you're Ole Miss, you got to pretty much play perfect the rest of the way down the stretch on both ends of the floor to even have a chance.
Murray can't throw it in. New 20. Morrell passes up the 3. Morrell goes up, draws the foul on Bailey that was made for this league, I should say, as he has stayed when his team needs it most.
Well, his attitude is good.
Yes.
And his
in Baton Rouge. There's still 2:35 to go. Joe, you said it right. I mean, if you're Ole Miss, you really need just about everything going your way the rest of this one. Carter into the paint, lost the dribble. That's going to be a walk, traveling violation. So there's the turnover.
Trying to get up on D.
Jamin Brakefield into the paint, back out to Padula. Crossover, dumps it off. Back out to Murray. That's a contested 3. Davis. Second effort, headed to the line. So they would.
Morrell and even Padula had a good look at a 3, and they passed him up.
Dre Davis, on what has been one of his finer performances of the season. 2 critical misses, but a new opportunity. Murray misses, still free. Who wants it? Brakefield draws the foul, and so Jamin 4 fouls. Brakefield 72% at the line. This is the score at Ole Miss. 142 career games. So the vet.
You expose your defense. Can you make the extra passes to find the players to make the baskets?
Bailey into the front court, walks right into the trap. This one is free. Ole Miss basketball. So the replay review rules red ball turnover. Josh Allen all over again for your Chiefs. Tomorrow with 24 hours now.
Not quite as significant a moment.
Ole Miss, though, trying to mount the comeback. Brakefield to the rim. 5-point game, 1:40 to go. Timeout, Chris Beard. All of a sudden, the complexion of this one has flipped after the free throws. Team in early January. It was a close game in the first. They really blew them out in the second. Cam Carter all the way to the basket. Carter couldn't finish. There was some contact. Brakefield has it. Padula now across the timeline. Eyes up. Padula on the attack. Draws the foul. And so Padula is... Sean Padula is difficult in the moment.
Yeah.
One possession game. And all of a sudden, a 10-2 Rebels run right after LSU took an 11-point lead. So the complexion of this one is totally changed.
I think you got to try to get somebody going downhill to the basket, because I think you might get a call if there's some contact.
Sears picks up the dribble. Sears, what is he going to do there? Matt McMahon said.
Up in Carter's hands for a drive or some way coming off a screen to get a good look.
Here's Sears, they're looking for Carter. Carter in the corner, feed it to Chest, and he draws the foul. Corey, post player from New Orleans, 1 of 4 at the line today, and that's 11 misses, and Chest comes up empty again. The door is wide open for the Rebels. Davis lost it, got it back, kicked out of bounds, stays here with Ole Miss.
Don't look for anything to change on this inbounds play.
Morrell has it in the corner. Matt Morrell. It's guarded by Jai Bailey. 12 seconds on the timer. Morrell pounds it with the left, back out to Brakefield, throws it up, puts in the three. It's a tie game. It's a 13-2 Ole Miss run in the last 2.5 minutes.
Clutch find, clutch shot by the veterans.
So now what does LSU have as a response? Carter, offensive foul. With 28.1 to go, Ole Miss will have it.
Here's the three by Brakefield. It's just good action. Collins gives him too much. He's trying to protect the rim, gives him too much of a cushion. And then here, when you extend that arm, you just subject to get a foul call.
25 seconds here. The Rebels do have a timeout, and Chris Beard is going to use it. 20 off.
And don't be surprised if you see some kind of similar action with Brakefield at the high post, setting the ball screen, putting pressure on Collins to either help on the drive or stay at home on Brakefield for the three or the drive in the late clock.
9 seconds to go. This is Murray. Picks up the dribble, finds Brakefield. Padula has it. 4 seconds. Padula on the drive. Padula, tap back, and in! No time on the clock! Ole Miss 72, LSU 70, but we've got the official signaling we're going to the timer.
It's going downhill. He gets the guy on his hip, and now everybody's helping. And when you help, you're susceptible to that.
Trey Davis with the tip-in that might have just sealed the win. So that goes through the hoop.
Of offense
Off the rim.
Davis waiting for just the split second to tap it back in. It's got to be clear of the cylinder to guard the ball here. Now Sears going to try to do the screen. The heave. Game over. Ole Miss with an incredible 13-0 surge to close out the game in the final 3:15. Dre Davis's tip-in seals it 72-70.
When you talk about stealing a game, This game was, they stole it. I mean, this game was everything that LSU, they played a great game.